This is Brainerd Pee Wee B1 versus Rock Ridge at home in Brainerd. Fearbin on the face-off, start the game off. Got Hansky and Furix on wing. With him, Jones and Lick back on D. Up in the Brainerd zone, left wing circle, chipped out towards Fearbin. Fearbin chips it down ice and chases after it. Ridge back out into the neutral zone. And they skated into Brainerd zone on the left side. Poke check by Jones. Picked up by Furix. He's stopped in the neutral zone. And Rock Ridge back the other way. Angled wide by Hansky. Picked up again by Jones in the Brainerd zone. He skates it out. Center ice. Jones still with the puck. He sends it down deep into the Rock Ridge zone. But Moore is in after it. Rock Ridge tries to clear it out. Picked up by Henson with a poke check at the blue line. And poked off his stick and sent back down ice by Rock Ridge. Anderson in after it deep in the Brainerd zone. Back behind the net. Up to Moores. Morris tries to send it out to Reif. It's intercepted. Rock Ridge in the slot. Saved by Johnson with the blocker. Reif sends it out to the point. Rock Ridge shot high over the net. Friesen picks it up on the far boards. Backhands it out across the blue line. Rock Ridge ships it back in for an offsides. 13:30 left in the first period. Fearbin on the face-off. Hokinson, right wing. Campbell, I think, over there on the left wing. Jones and Lick on D. Ridge with the puck in the neutral zone. They head into the Brainerd zone on the left side. Angled wide by Hokinson, and they're offsides. Puck in the neutral zone. Over to Lick, who sends it to the far boards for Campbell. Campbell chips it in. Campbell cuts towards the center. Sends it over to Hookinson. Chips it in deep behind the net. Fearbin picks it up, swings around, tries to center it. Goes off the post and into the right corner. Rock Ridge clears it out to center ice off of Lick's stick, deep into the Brainerd zone. Lick picks it up behind the net. Out along the near boards, chips it into neutral zone where she's tripped, but no penalty. Rock Ridge back the other way. Tipped off Jones' stick behind the Brainerd net. Jones picks it up in the far corner, sends it along the wall for Campbell where they tie it up. Rock Ridge comes away with it, heads for the net, but he's cut short by Reif and Lick. Face-off, right wing circle of the Brainerd zone. Reif on the face-off. Reif comes away with the puck, sends it back to around behind the net. Anderson sends it along the boards. Rock Ridge jumps it back in deep. Henson with the puck now behind the Brainerd net. Over to right wing. Erickson skates it into the Rock Ridge zone. Tries to center it. Goes off a skate. Sends it back to Reif out front. Reif dumps it in deep. Hansky gets a stick on it. Hansky, right wing circle. Poked off his stick. Up along the far boards in the Rock Ridge zone. They come away with it and send it out to the neutral zone. The player picks it up, center ice, skates it in on the left side, cut off by Anderson, and out into the neutral zone. Battle along the near boards in the neutral zone. Hansky comes away with it, cuts into the Rock Ridge zone up the middle, back to Reif to Moores. Moores shot just a little wide. Rock Ridge with the puck now, skating out along the far boards into the neutral zone. Pass to their left D, Angled off by Moores and Jones. Rife with it. Tries to send it along the boards. Fans on it. Puck in the left corner. Sent up along the boards now. Their left D takes a shot. Goes about 5 feet wide into the far corner. Look after it. And they end up dumping in deep. Jones with it behind the net. Cuts up the middle. And it's poked off his stick. Back behind the net now. Moores picks it up. Tries to send it along the near wall, but picked up by Rockridge. They cut towards the center. Shot. Glove save by Johnson. And back into the near corner. Jones sends it out to the point. Rockridge keeps it in. Their shot from the left D. Puck is tipped up over the net. Picked up by Lick in the far corner. And sent out to Friesen in the neutral zone. Bounced off his stick and was sent back deep into the Brainerd zone. Jones picks it up out to Friesen again at center ice. Friesen skates up the left side. Shot just inside the blue line. Stick save by Rockridge and tipped out across the blue line. Anderson picks up the loose puck. Ready for his team to get on sides. Comes in on the right wing circle. Nice shot by Anderson from the top of the right wing circle. Glove save by Rockridge goalie for a whistle. Rife wins the face-off. Puck comes out into the neutral zone as Henson wasn't able to get a stick on it. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Battle along the near boards. Hokinson chips it into the Brainerd zone to Henson. Henson sends it across ice to Campbell. Campbell trying to skate it out. Gets it out across the blue line. It bounces back in. Picked up by Anderson. He spins back deep into the Brainerd zone again. Sends it over to Campbell, just inside the neutral zone. Bounces off his stick, and Rockridge picks it up on the right side, skates it in. They cut towards the center, pass to their left wing, poked away by Lick. Lick chips it all the way out to center ice. Campbell putting on pressure, but Rockridge sends it into the Brainerd zone for a line change. Lick behind the net with the puck now. A little pressure from a Rockridge player, pokes it off her stick. Sent along the near boards now by Lick. Sends it out across the blue line. Rife picks it up. Gets it across the blue line where it's sent back out. Hansky over to Lick, but Rockridge intercepts it and chips it into the Brainerd zone. Back out to neutral zone. Rockridge with the puck center ice. Poke check and offsides on Rockridge. Face off come outside the blue line of the Brainerd zone. Fearbin on center. Frericks and I'm not sure who the other wing is there. Henson and Anderson on D. Left wing, I think it's Hansky. Yep. Fearbin face off. Rockridge loose puck. Still in neutral zone. Chipped in across the blue line. Picked up by Henson. Sends it out to Frericks. Bounces off the wall into the neutral zone. Rockridge sends it back in. Henson has to chase after it. Henson sends it along the boards. Stopped just short of the blue line. Fearbin chips it further. Back into the deep in the Brainerd zone. Henson behind the Brainerd net. Sends it the other way on the far boards. Henson with the puck in the middle of the slot. Sends it up to Frericks by the right D. Right D intercepts it, but it's poked across the blue line by Fearbin. Rockridge. Into the Brainerd zone on the right side. It was poked off of his stick by Anderson out to the neutral zone. Rockridge with it again. They send it in deep. It's picked up again by Henson. Over to Anderson. Anderson looking for somebody to send it to down ice. It's off Hansky's skate. Fearbin picks it up and skates it into the Rockridge zone, right wing circle. This shot goes wide into the far corner. Hansky after it, trying to keep it in. Lick keeps it in and sent in deep into the Rockridge zone by Hansky. They clear it out to the neutral zone. Jones with it now. Jones skates in across the blue line and back to neutral zone. Sends it down ice, picked up by Rock Ridge. They send it to the far wall. Bounces off the wall for Jones to pick up just inside the Brainerd zone. Jones skates it out through the neutral zone on the far side, in on the left wing side into the Rock Ridge zone. He gets tied up along the wall, comes out to Lick, kicks it back along the wall and sent in deep by
Come on, let's get a goal in there, guys.
Friesen. Moore's battling for it. It's stolen away from him, and Rock Ridge skates it out of the zone through the neutral zone. Poked off their stick by Jones and over to Friesen on the far side. Friesen into the Rock Ridge zone, spins, chips it back to Lick, poked away. Has to come out to center ice for Jones again. Jones sends it back to Friesen, just inside the blue line to Reif. Reif up the middle, has a look, and Reif scores. Left lower corner, bottom of the right wing circle. Brainerd on the board first. 6:04 left in the first period.
Nice goal.
Yeah. Kierden on the center face-off. Rock Ridge wins the face-off to the right D, who sends it down ice. Puck is picked up by Anderson. Backhands it out to neutral zone to Hokeson, but Rock Ridge pokes it in, but they're offside, so face-off will come outside the Brainerd zone. Face-off center ice. Kierden, Hokeson, and number 23. Campbell. Anderson angles off the Rock Ridge player. They skate into the zone. Campbell with the puck tries to send it centered out towards Hokeson, but it's intercepted, sent back in deep. Henson behind the Brainerd net sends it back to the far corner. Fearbin, just on the right side of the Brainerd net, it's tied up. Morris comes in to help. And there's a penalty coming up on Anderson. For roughing Brainerd now on the penalty kill. So they're going to do a 1.5 or 2 minute penalty. 1.5 penalty. 5:20 left in the first period. Rock Ridge wins a face-off back to the right D. Wrist shot. Hits traffic. Lick picks it up, sent along near boards. Frericks loses the puck just outside the blue line. Rock Ridge back the other way. Shot. Oh, nice save by Johnson. Rebound from the Rock Ridge left wing. Rebounded out to the right side a little bit, and they had an open net to shoot at, but Johnson was quick to cover that. Puck is in his glove, so whistle dead. Brainerd line change now. Friesen on the face-off. Up in the top of the right wing circle, out to the left D. Slap shot, stick save. Johnson cleared away by Lick to the far boards. Friesen now put pressure on that right D. Friesen with the puck, cleared out. Tries to chip it off the boards, but Rock Ridge manages to keep it in. And they send it in deep into the near corner. Jones sends it out to the blue line where their left D keeps it in. Back and forth with the puck. And the puck finally cleared out by Brainerd. Pressure by Moores. Deep in the neutral zone. Rock Ridge sends it all the way down ice. That's going to be an icing on Rock Ridge. Puck will come all the way back to their zone, to the right wing circle. 4:19 left in the period. 30 seconds left. Friesen on the face-off. Morris, Henson, and Lick out there with him. Friesen wins the face-off, but nobody there. Still down, man. Henson rubs the player off a puck in the neutral zone. Puck goes down ice, picked up by Lick. Lick sends it up to Morris along the near boards. Morris across the blue line. Friesen where it's intercepted. Rockridge back the other way and on the right side. Shot from just inside the blue line goes wide. Lick gets the puck out to the blue line. Friesen now with that loose puck skates into the neutral zone. Right up the middle. Friesen still with the shot from the top of the left wing circle with a pad save by the Rockridge goalie. Loose puck picked up by Rockridge and skated out on the near wall into the Brainerd zone on the left side. Reif poking at him, angling him wide. That loose puck now picked up by Henson up to Moores. Goes out of his reach. Rockridge lefty sends it in deep. Henson chips it back out to Moores. Moores to Reif. Reif pokes it across the blue line. And seals the puck away in the neutral zone. Tries to pass to Friesen, but intercepted. Rockridge pokes it back out across the blue line. Rockridge sends it down ice. It should be an icing, but they waved it off. Picked up by Anderson. Anderson with the puck. High slot, almost intercepted. Reif picks it up, skates it down ice. Up the middle. Got Hokuson and Friesen with him. It's poked off his stick. Reif tries to send it out to our lefty, but it's intercepted. Anderson steals it away in the neutral zone and skates in, but Reif is still in zone, so Brainerd offsides. Both teams back to full strength. 2:40 left in the first period. Fearben wins the faceoff to Jones. Jones sends it across the blue line. Rockridge has to chase after it. Deep in their zone. Pressure from Fearben. Sent it onto the far boards, and Rockridge ships it out. Anderson picks it up in the neutral zone. Skates just inside the Brainerd zone. Pass to Fearben was behind him, and the loose puck picked up by Rockridge and chipped across the blue line. Jones angles him off, and that loose puck is then picked up by Fearben. Fearben takes off it, loses reach of the puck. Poked off his stick, picked up by Jones. Jones skates it into the Rockridge zone. In the far corner now, sends it out to the point, kept in by Henson, and then poked across the blue line by Rockridge. Henson sends it over to Hokinson, to Fearben on the right side, right wing circle, shot goes left wide. Henson on the near boards. Tries to keep the puck in zone, but Rockridge clears it out to the neutral zone. Henson battling just at the Brainerd blue line on the far side. This puck picked up by Lick, sends it out to the neutral zone. Rockridge sends it back in on the left side. Henson picks it up on the near wall, sends it back up along the wall. Frericks skates it all the way down. He's tripped as they cross the blue line. That's going to be a penalty on Rockridge as they took Frericks' legs out from underneath him. He would have had a breakaway there, I think. He had some speed going. 1:17 left in the first period. Brainerd going on the power play for a minute and a half. Face-off right wing circle in the Rockridge zone. Reif on the face-off. Hansky and Frericks on wing. Jones and Anderson back. Rockridge clears it out. They skate out into the neutral zone. Send it into the Brainerd zone, offsides. Face off just outside the Brainerd zone now. Forward line change for Brainerd. Face off. Intentional offside, so face off center ice. Fearben on the face off, wins it over to Moores. Moores sends it deep into the Rockridge zone. Fearben in after it on the far corner. Sends it out to the point for Friesen. Bounces over his stick. Jones keeps it in. Friesen on the far wall. Skates it in deeper into the Rockridge zone. Centering pass to Moores, but he gets tied up and bounces off his stick. And there's a penalty coming up. Another Rockridge player. They're checking on Rockridge. So 5-on-3 now for the remaining 40 seconds of the first period. Brainerd. why they have 4 players out there.
Yeah, they have 4 skaters out
They shouldn't. They're pulling one off. So 5-on-3 for 40 seconds. Fearbin on the face-off. Wins it over to Friesen. Chips it behind the net. Moores pressuring. Moores with the puck now. Right corner. Chipped out to center. Oh! It was right through the slot. Friesen just couldn't get a stick on it. Henson out to the left D. Sends it cross ice to Moores. Moores. Left wing circle. Fearbin. His shot goes high and wide. Comes out to the point. Jones on the right D point. Sends it up along the wall to Moores. He loses the puck. Rockridge sends it around behind the net where Henson picks it up on the far wall. Sends it to Fearbin in the far corner. Out to Moores. The high slot, but it went off his skate. Rockridge kills the rest of the time, skating with the puck in their zone. So that's the end of the first period. Brainerd will have 50 seconds of power play to start the second period. Start of the second period. Just waiting for them to get those penalties back up on the clock. Should be 14 seconds left of the 5-on-3 and 50 seconds left in the second penalty. Rife on the face-off. Wins it back to Henson. Henson. Come on, skate it up, buddy. You got room. Up to Hokinson on the right side, goes off his skate. Henson picks it back up, chips it along the boards. He's angled off. Loose puck, Rife with it, sends it out to center. With a high slot, but Rockridge pokes it away. Rockridge sends it down ice. You got a player that just comes out of the box, sends it back to Rockridge D inside the zone. Rockridge into the Brainerd zone. Anderson picks up the loose puck on the near wall, sends it behind the Brainerd net over to Henson. Henson picks it up on the wall. Sends it up to Rife. Rife still in the Brainerd zone. Skate! Skates it up the middle. And offsides as Rife enters the zone. 14-13 left. There's only 3 seconds left on the Brainerd power play. Pearson on the face-off. Friesen and Moores on wing. Lick and Jones on D. Rockridge loose in the neutral zone along the near wall. Rockridge with it. Got a player that's offsides. And his whistle offsides. Both teams at full strength. Face-off. Jones picks up the loose puck. Sends it across ice to Lick. Inside the Brainerd zone. Rockridge gets to it first and chips it deep into the zone. Lick picks it up, skates behind the net, chips it back to Jones. Sends it out to Fearbin. Fearbin chips it off the wall outside the blue line. Rockridge grabs it. Goes off the skate. Morris picks it up in the neutral zone. And Friesen's off the sides and Fearbin, they both came back on sides. I guess it was quick enough, so offsides on Brainerd. Looked like they got onside to me.
That's what I thought. He was straddling over there.
Yeah. Fearbin, Hansky, and Frericks with Henson and Anderson on D. Up in the neutral zone, Anderson near side sends it along the wall up to Hansky, chips it across the blue line. Rockridge chips it back out. Anderson picks up the puck, skates it in, bouncing puck. Anderson still controlling it. Sends it back to Fearbin on the left D slot. He fires it, and glove save by Rockridge goalie. So I got to zoom in for you guys. Face-off, left wing circle, Rockridge zone. Right, take the face-off. Frericks and Hansky on the wing. Henson and Anderson on D. Right, wins the face-off, spins off the circle, sends it out to the slot, poked in by Moores. Nice. No, poked in by Frericks. Not sure if that was a little rebound or the puck stalled in the slot there, but Frericks poked it in. Brainerd goes up 2-0. Face-off, wins it back to Jones. Jones sends it over off the boards. Frericks picks it back up and sends it just inside the blue line. Hansky pressuring. Puck pops out. Reif up the middle. Reif shot. Blocker save by Rockridge goalie. Hansky battle along the boards. Comes away with the puck. Hits a skate to Lick. Lick shot. And glove save by Rockridge. 12:29 left in the second. Brainerd line change now. Fearbin comes out. Campbell. Lick and Jones back on D. Fearbin in the face-off left wing circle. Rockridge zone. Rockridge wins it back to D. Sends it behind the net to the far side. Picked up along the wall by Hokinson. Battling for it. Tied up. Fearbin comes under rescue. Centering pass by Fearbin. Nobody there. Pops out to the center. A little deke by Hokinson, who's still controlling the puck. Sends it to Lick. Sends it along the wall to Campbell. Campbell's shot. Ooh. Saved by Rockridge goalie. Puck picked up by Rockridge. They skated it down into the neutral zone. Up the left side past Jones. Lick by herself. Fearbin back to help her. They get a shot off. Stick saved by Johnson. Puck into the near corner. Sent along the wall, out across the blue line. Rockridge not able to keep it in the neutral zone. Off of Fearbin's stick into the Brainerd zone. Jones sends it back out. Hokinson steals it. Hokinson gets away. He's got Campbell trailing on the left side. Hokinson tries to take a shot, but he gets tied off. And Rockridge trying to clear it out. Puck loose in the high slot. Reif with it. Bounces off of his stick. Across the goal line. Reif Looking for someone to pass to up. Lick, shot. Picked up by Rock Ridge. And they send it down ice. Jones after it. He grabs it before an icing. Behind the Brainerd net. Jones up the middle, out of the Brainerd zone, into the neutral zone. Passes it forward to Campbell. He loses the puck in the neutral zone. Lick picks it up, but it's taken away from her by Rock Ridge. He skates in, shot, pad save by Johnson. Puck ends up in far wall, out to the Rock Ridge left D. Tries to send it down front, but it's swept out into the neutral zone by Rife. Rock Ridge with it again. Send it just across the blue line, but Lick picks it up and sends it back up to Campbell in the near boards in the neutral zone. Centers it to Morris. Morris from the right wing circle, shot, stick save. Rebound covered up by the Rock Ridge goalie for this 10:18 left in the second period. Face-off, right wing circle, Fairbairn. Rockridge wins the face-off. They get it down ice, past Henson, deep into the zone. Anderson beats him down to it in the far corner of the Brainerd zone. Anderson up off the wall to Moores. Moores stolen off his stick. Poked away by Fairbairn, and Moores with the puck again in the neutral zone. Up the right side, sends it deep into the Brainerd zone, or into the Rockridge zone. Fairbairn after, but he falls down, so Rockridge picks it up. They clear it out. Rock Ridge in the neutral zone. And on the right side, poke check by Anderson. Manages to get it off the Rock Ridge player's stick, but Friesen gets it out across the blue line and sent back in deep on the left side by Rock Ridge. They need a line change. Henson picks it up in the far corner of the Brainerd zone. Off of a skate. Fairbairn sends it out to the Rock Ridge left D. Takes a shot, pad save by Johnson. Henson behind the net, battling for the puck. Rock Ridge sends it to the near corner. Picked up by Anderson, who skates it out. It's poked off his stick just before it crosses the blue line and back deep into the Brainerd zone, where Fairbairn has to chase after it. Fairbairn drop past Henson, across the goal line, out to Friesen. Stolen away by Rock Ridge. They skate up right side, centering pass, goes through the slot. Sent back to the right side. Friesen battling for it with Anderson. Fairbairn, he trips up. Loose puck, top of the right wing circle. Rock Ridge, poke check, and loose puck in the slot. Picked up by Anderson, who rings it along the wall, but Rock Ridge still manages to keep it in. Poke check by Rock Ridge. Rock Ridge with the puck. And they score. Brainerd struggling to get that puck cleared out. Keeps shooting it out to the point, but Rock Ridge is easily keeping it in our zone. Rock Ridge forward. Rafe on the face-off. Rock Ridge into the Brainerd zone on the right side, across the goal line. Rafe tries to send it up along the wall, not much on it. Picked up by Hansky. Sends it out high center zone. Rockridge keeps it in, but the player falls down. Frericks and Rife 2-on-1 into the Rockridge zone. Frericks over to Rife, but out of his reach. Rife centers it high slot, but pass was behind Hansky, so Hansky loses the puck into the neutral zone. Rockridge dumps it in deep. Lick after it in the near corner. Rockridge is tying it up. Rice comes away with it. Sends it along the wall. Ends out up left D from Rockridge. Puck was dangerously tipped as it was shot from the left D by one of the Brainerd players. Tipped down, but Johnson got a glove on it and covered it for a whistle. 7:23 left in the second period. Fairbairn with the face-off. Fearbin wins the faceoff over to Wilkinson. Picked up by Henson. He loses it and covered up by Johnson for another whistle. Fearbin. Rockridge wins the faceoff over to the left wing. His shot goes wide, goes to the center of the slot. Henson behind the Brainerd net sends it up to Campbell along the boards. Campbell chips it center ice. And Rockridge sends it back in deep. Anderson sends behind the net, picked up by Rockridge. They center it, shot goes off of the left leg pad of Johnson. Rebound, loose in the slot. A bunch of players fall on it. Plays whistle dead.
Come on, White!
6:39 left in the second. Face-off in the Brainerd zone, right wing circle, right on the face-off. Wins it over back to Lick. Lick picks it up and skates it behind the Brainerd net. Over to Jones. Jones up the wall. Moores. Misses the pass. Shot. Pad save. Bounces out to Friesen, who skates it out into the neutral zone off the wall across the blue line. But Rockridge picks it up and sends it back into the neutral zone. Rockridge skates it in on the right side. Tied up by Lick. Keeps them angled wide. They still get a pass off, but it's intercepted by Jones. Friesen with the puck, chips it out into the neutral zone for Moores on the far side wall. Rockridge beats him to the puck. Puck ends up in the Brainerd zone. Lick, near side to Friesen. Friesen over to Moores on the right side to Reif. Cuts up the middle, poked off his stick. Loose puck on the far wall in the Rockridge zone. Reif to Moores, down low. Tough angle, shot, stick save by Rockridge Tenby from Moores. And Rockridge skates it out into the neutral zone. In center ice, they skate it in out the middle. Poke check by Lick. And Moores picks up that puck and sends it down ice for a Brainerd line change. No icing. Rockridge. Friesen putting on pressure. Friesen steals the puck deep in the Rockridge zone. Loose in the left corner, back to Friesen from Fearbin. Friesen skates it up, backhand, scores. Far down, backhand by Friesen. It's Brainerd by 3. 5:12 left in the second period. Fearbin, Hansky, Frericks and Hansky on wing, Anderson and Henson on D. Puck deep in the Brainerd zone, covered by Johnson as it bounces towards the net on the left side. Face off the left wing circle again. Fearbin. He wins it back to Henson. Henson sends it along the boards. Kept in by Rockridge. Loose puck in the slot. Rockridge swatting at it. Puck bounces off the traffic and Fearbin skates it out. Fearbin up the middle to the left side into the Rockridge zone. Spins along the wall. Tries to center it, but it's intercepted. And Rockridge back the other way. Rockridge off the top right corner. That shot from the right wing circle. Out to their left D. They step forward into the slot. Bounces behind the Brainerd net. Henson tips it over to Fearbin. Fearbin along the wall to Frericks. Rockridge fires it in again. Rockridge, right wing circle. Backhand pass. Hits traffic. Cleared out by Hansky. Far wall now. Frericks battling for it. Rockridge sends it in deep. Henson picks it up behind the net. Over Frericks, intercepted by Rockridge. Centering pass. Loose. Shot tipped up over the net. And then out along the near wall. Rockridge shot off of the shin pads of Fearbin. Shot again from the high right wing circle. Is covered up by a whistle for Johnson. Or covered up by Johnson for a whistle. 3:35 left in the second period. Score 3-1 Brainerd.
Come on, guys, get it down.
Along the wall, deep in the Brainerd zone, pops over to the goalie, and Johnson covers it up for a whistle. Rafe on the face-off. High slot. Shot intercepted by Campbell. Campbell sends it down ice. That's going to be an icing. Yeah, too much on it. Come back to the Brainerd zone. Into the neutral zone. Picked up by Rock Ridge. They try to head back the other way. Cut off by Rife. And roughing penalty on Rife as he bumped into the Rock Ridge player. Brainerd on the penalty kill for a minute and a half. There's 3:01 left in the second period. Morris wins the face-off to Henson. Henson sends it behind the net for Anderson on the near wall in the Brainerd zone. Anderson turns back, sends it to Henson behind the net. Back to Anderson. Sends it out to Friesen. Friesen chips it out into the neutral zone. Across the blue line, and then a whistle. That's about it. Whistle. Why'd they whistle that?
I don't know. I missed it, as usual.
Anyway, face-off back in the Brainerd zone, right wing circle. They whistled it as it was chipped out of the Brainerd zone. I didn't see what the whistle was for. No high stick or anything, but anyway. Friesen through neutral zone, 2-on-1 with Moores on his right side. And just as he tries to take a shot, Rockridge D caught up with him. Rockridge back the other way, 3-on-2. Right shot from just inside the blue line on the right side. Goes off of Anderson's stick. Centering pass by Rockridge. Bounces through the slot. Up in the slot, sent out through the neutral zone by Moores, where it stalls the center of Rockridge zone. Rockridge picks it up. Tries to head back the other way. Bounces off a stick and loose puck picked up by Henson in the Brainerd zone. Henson got a little room, looking for someone to pass to. Sends it to Moores on the right side. Moores crosses into the neutral zone, up the right side, dumps it in deep, and they'll go off for a line change. Hansky, Frericks come out. Jones tripped in the far corner of the Rockridge zone. Rockridge comes away with it, and they send it down. It's going to be an icing on Rockridge. 1:23 left. Both teams at full strength. Hansky. Frericks. Looking Jones on D. Irvin wins the face-off with Hansky, but Rockridge steals it and carries it out of Brainerd zone. Up the middle, Rockridge poke check by Lick.
Get it out. Get it
Rockridge
out. Shot.
regains the puck centering pass. Jones with the puck in the far corner of the Brainerd zone. Jones skates it up, pokes it forward to Fearbin, center ice. Fearbin loses the puck as he crosses the blue line. Rockridge tries to backhand it out. Frericks grabs it and pokes it in deeper into the zone. Fearbin in the far corner of the Rockridge zone on his knees battling for the puck in the corner. Frericks there to help him. He stumbles and Rockridge comes away with the puck out across the blue line. Rockridge on the left side to the Brainerd zone. Centering pass poked away by Jones, who skates it out into the neutral zone on the near side. Jones his stick knocked out of his hands as he enters the Rockridge zone. Frericks picks up the loose puck in the far corner, tries to backhand it to Hansky, but it's intercepted by Rockridge. Cleared out the blue line, but Fearbin keeps it in. And that's the buzzer for the end of the second period. Brainerd up 3-1. Looks like they are going to Zamboni. Players will go off the ice. See you back in about 15 minutes. Start of the third period. Brainerd Pee Wee B1 versus Rock Ridge. Brainerd up 3-1. Jones out to Moores. Moores to Friesen. Up through center of the neutral zone. Just gets inside the blue line. Friesen still with the puck. Centering pass to Fearbin. Not able to get anything on it. Loose puck picked up by Fearbin. Out to Moores at the point. Slap shot by Moores off the chest. Rebound. Also saved. Fearbin picks it up. Fearbin in the far corner. Rock Ridge zone. Centering pass. Bounces over Friesen's stick, picked up by Morris. He backhands it towards the slot, but it's intercepted by Rock Ridge, and they're finally able to clear it out. Dick chases after deep into the Brainerd zone. Lick still with the puck, skates at full ice, gets a shot off the side of the net. Rock Ridge sends it out to neutral zone. Chip it down deep into the Brainerd zone. Rife's going to chase after it along the far wall. The rest of the team goes for a line change. Henson and Rife battling for it. Rife sends it behind the Brainerd net over for Anderson in the near corner. Anderson skates back the other way. Up the wall. Campbell, who tips it out to neutral zone, and Rock Ridge picks it up. Almost intercepted there by Hoganson. Rock Ridge able to send it deep in the zone. Campbell pokes at it along the far wall. Rife and Campbell battling along that wall. It's tied up. Rife comes away with it, tries to get it out across the blue line, but Rock Ridge sends it back in. Rock Ridge shot from the top of the left circle. Glove save by Johnson. Shot from the point. Saved by Johnson for a whistle. Going to give Wyatt Jones a penalty for roughing or checking. Two and 10 for checking from behind on Wyatt Jones. So Wyatt's going to be out for 10 minutes. Going to stick another player into the box for the minute 30. So White Jones got a 2 and 10, or 1 minute 30 and 10, a minor and a 10-minute misconduct for checking from behind. The minor will be served by Tate Campbell, number 23. Puck out into the neutral zone. Henson chases after it, and a man trailing, 2 men trailing. Henson able to angle him off. Puck tied up across the goal line. Anderson sends it into the far corner. Rockridge out to the right D. Shot goes off the and pass to Pansky down into the neutral zone. Rockridge has to reset. They send it in. Looks like it's offside, so we'll call Frericks with it. Neutral zone over to Pansky, who dumps it in across the blue line. Chases after it. Rockridge. Henson with it. Top the right wing circle. Some room. Shot. Glove save and covered by the Rockridge goalie. Whistle. Face off right wing circle, Rockridge zone. Slap shot from Moores. Wide. Rockridge clears it out. Up the middle. Lick is back, and Rockridge is offsides as they enter the Brainerd zone on the right side. Puck will come back out for a face-off. Neutral zone. Friesen on the face-off. Rockridge dumps it in deep, Rife after it. Rockridge centering past, nobody there, picked up by Moores. He bobbles the puck and ends up loose in the slot. Rockridge comes away with it, skates behind the net, send it out to their left D. Back to their left wing, down low, Rife knocks the stick out of his hand. Puck loose behind the Brainerd net, Fearman and Rife battling for it. Lick with it now. Far corner, Lick out to Friesen into the neutral zone. Moore is wide open on the right side. Moore's with a puck, right wing circle, shot goes wide. Puck in the near corner. And Rockridge skates it out into the neutral zone. Into the Brainerd zone on the left side, angled off by Lick. Lick and Rife behind the net. Puck loose. Rockridge backhands it to the slot. Lick there to steal it away. Lick skates it down the middle over to Friesen on the left wing side. Friesen drops it to Lick, and he has to step up quick. Got it swept away by Rockridge. They carry it out. Henson tries to clear it out of the Brainerd zone. Didn't get enough on it. They got a shot off, went high and wide. Henson falls down in the slot. Rockridge gets another shot off. Covered by Johnson for a whistle, thankfully. Moores across the neutral zone over to Campbell. Bounces off his stick deep into the Rockridge zone. Frericks and Campbell not able to control it. Rockridge skates it out. They chip it deep into the Brainerd zone. Henson after it behind the net. That was an icing, I guess, on Rockridge. No, it's a penalty. Checking penalty on Frericks. Brainerd. So Brainerd back on the penalty kill. 1.5 minutes. There's 8:55 left in the game. Brainerd still up 3-1. Moore's on the faceoff. Rock Ridge wins it back to the right D, steps it up off of a shin pad, back out to the right D spot, slap shot, goes wide, right in the corner, back to Moores, up to Lick, Lick sends it on along the far wall, it's kept in, right D shot, stick save by Johnson, Lick picks up the loose puck, sends it up the near boards, kept in by Rock Ridge, Moore, Brainerd not able to clear this puck out, Lick takes a shot at it, finally comes out across the blue line, offsides on Rock Ridge as they skated in the middle. The player is still inside the zone. Well, honey,
You can keep doing this. I can pay.
you can go buy it yourself. You only need $1.
Uh-huh.
Here, take $2. It can't be just $1. Buy one for your friend. Okay? Face off in the Brainerd zone, left wing circle. 33 seconds left in the Brainerd penalty kill. Come right back. Hansky on the face-off. Slap shot from the Rock Ridge left D goes wide. Picked up by Campbell in the far corner. Campbell skates it out of the Brainerd zone. Tips it up to Friesen. Bounces off his stick. And Rock Ridge sends it back into the Brainerd zone. Henson picks it up. Henson behind the Brainerd net. Sends it over to Anderson. Goes past his stick up to Friesen, but Rock Ridge intercepts it. Sends it back in deep. Hansky may have a breakaway here as a shot goes off his shin pads, but Rock Ridge able to get back in time. Puck in the far corner. The Rock Ridge zone, send along the wall to Reif at the right D. Reif poked off his stick, kept in by Reif. Hansky centers it, nobody there. Fearbin chases after it in the far corner, sends it out to Lick. The lefty slot, she sends it behind the net. Fearbin, puck stolen from him by Rock Ridge, who sends along the near boards. Reif steps up. Rock Ridge able to clear it out. Hansky, Fearbin, and Licker back. Lick with the puck behind the Brainerd net. Along the far wall to Friesen, bounces off his stick. And Rock Ridge ships it back in for an offsides. Anderson with the puck in the Brainerd zone, just inside the blue line, sends it back out to neutral zone. Rock Ridge skates it in up the middle, tied up by Henson. Steals the puck away, chips it up forward to Hokinson. He has to chase after it in the Rock Ridge zone. Out to Henson at the point. Henson up to Hokinson on the right wing side. Hokinson dekes around a man, centers it, but Morris can't get a stick on it, and Rock Ridge skates it out on the far side. Angled off by Henson, poke check, keeps the puck in the neutral zone as he falls down. And Anderson chips it up along the near side boards into the neutral zone. Brainerd line change. Rock Ridge trying to set something up. Cut off by Reif as they enter the zone, and Reif sends it all the way down ice. That's going to be a nice thing for Brainerd. Campbell to Fearbin. Fearbin up center ice into the Rockridge zone. Trying to cut to the middle. Not able to get a shot off. Campbell battling for the puck in the far corner. Rockridge able to clear it out. Rockridge sends it down deep. Wright picks it up behind the net. He gets tied up. Loose puck, the turn shot. Stick save by Johnson. Face off, left wing circle, Brainerd zone. Moores. He wins it back to Henson. Henson sends it along the boards, but Rockridge tips it towards the net. Johnson has to cover it for a whistle. Scored. .428 left in the game. Moores wins the face-off back to Henson. Henson sends it up along the boards to Friesen. He loses the puck as he gets into the Rockridge zone. Rockridge back the other way. They cut towards the center. Angled off by Henson. Loose puck ends up behind the Brainerd net. Henson battling for it. Rockridge tries to wrap around the backhand, but stopped. Brainerd defense. Loose puck cleared out by Anderson. Tipped by Rockridge. Friesen skates hard back to the puck, but not able to beat the Rockridge player. Rockridge back the other way. Center ice. Lick and Rifer back. Shot swept away by Johnson. Morris picks up the loose puck behind the net. Sends it out to Friesen. It's intercepted. Rockridge shot goes off the skate in the far corner. Lick battling for it. Morris picks it up behind the net. Tries to come up along the near wall here. Friesen. Not able to control it. Rockridge sends it back deep to Moores again. Moores steps up, fans on it to Friesen. Friesen just starts to turn across the blue line, but it gets knocked down. It's going to be a roughing penalty, I think, on Rockridge. Yeah. So Brainerd now going to go on the power play for a minute and a half with 3:11 left in the game. To control the puck. The Rockridge zone comes out. Lick sends it up along the far boards in the neutral zone. Campbell and Fearbin battling on the just inside the Rockridge zone on the far side. Rockridge comes away with it. Onto center ice. Past Rife. Lick angles him off the puck. Hooked up by Frericks. Or no, by Campbell into the neutral zone. Campbell skates it in on the right side. Knocked down on the boards. Now a penalty on Campbell for cross-checking. Still have Wyatt Jones in the box. He should come out now, I think.
talking to them if your stick touches the
Yeah. Face off. Brainerd zone. Puck loose in the slot, covered by Johnson. 4-on-4. 33 seconds here. Henson sends it up along the boards. Rockridge keeps it in. Shot tucked away by Henson. Puck loose across the goal line. Picked up by Fearden. Fearden with the puck. He's got some room to skate. Skates it out into the neutral zone. Up the left side. Frericks on his right. Poked off his stick. Lick picks up the loose puck. Takes a shot. Goes wide. Kept in by Henson, who dumps it deep into that far corner. Sends it off the boards, kept in by Rockridge. Slap shot. Loose puck in the slot, covered by Johnson. Face off in Brainerd zone. 5-on-4 for 25 seconds. Only a minute 14 left in the game. Cleared out and down ice by Rife. And no icing is called. Rockridge with an empty net. Friesen picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Over to Moores. Moores takes a shot. Scores on the empty net. Brainerd to go up 4-2.
That's a wrap.
Yeah. 52 seconds left. Campbell coming out of the penalty box now. Henson with the puck. Deep in the Brainerd zone. Sends it behind the net for Lick. Tips it forward into the neutral zone. Rockridge tried to go the other way. Friesen intercepts. And they steal it back. Head into the Brainerd zone. Lick angles the offending player away from the puck and comes away with it. Lick. Deep in the Brainerd zone in the near corner. Moores there helping him battle for the puck. Centering pass by Rockridge, poked away by Henson. Puck out to the point. Hokinson sends it down ice. Hoping to get another empty netter, but that's going to be an icing. And the buzzer goes off just as the puck crosses the goal line. Brainerd wins 4-2.